In-depth practice for self-compassion. A guided meditation by Scanlan. So to begin this meditation, please bring a kind awareness to why you're choosing in to this topic, this meditation. Tune in to how your belly, chest and head each feel when you reflect on this topic. Bring kind awareness to the emotions associated with self-compassion and the positive or negative impacts of any stories you believe in regarding to this topic, self-compassion. Today's heart meditation will be another version of a compassion practice. I think it's probably the most beautiful way I know to begin is to simply sense your own intention and to experience this heart in its full capacity to experience the awakened heart of compassion. As a way of leading in, we'll begin with what is called in the Taoist and Buddhist traditions a smile down. And it's to create the maximum receptivity and openness in a very physical, cellular way. And that starts with actually imagining the sky. Sensing a great openness extending in all directions, and sensing the curve and spirit of a smile filling the sky. As much as possible to visualize that and then sense that openness of the sky falling into the mind. And that curve of a smile spreading through the mind. Connecting with openness, availability, possibility, letting the curve of a smile spread through the eyes. You can sense the corners of the eyes uplifted a bit, softening the eyes, allowing the brow to smooth, relaxing the jaw, sensing a slight smile at the mouth. And see if you can sense the inside of the mouth smiling. The eyes smiling, the mouth smiling. You may feel the throat and feel the throat as you breathe in and out. And again, sense that curve, that smile, and that openness. And then imagining that you can smile into the heart, sensing the curve, a smile spreading through the heart and the chest, sensing it emerging, the smile emerging from the inside out. A natural openness in space that doesn't cover over what's happening to you right now, but rather makes a room around you. The eyes are smiling, the mouth, throat, and heart are smiling. See if you can loosen the belly and feel the breath. Imagine and sense that same smile spreading through the belly. And of the openness and the availability and the calmness. Sense these feelings ease down through the hips and the legs, right into the feet, up through the chest, sensing space open up in a way that you can allow whatever might be tense or tight in the body to loosen and let go. Resting in a natural, receptive or relaxed awareness. The rain of compassion begins with just sensing in your life as you're experiencing life today, whatever issues or situations are activating you. Whatever you think needs and wants attention in your life that trips off a kind of painful reaction and suffering. that can be the place to bring this compassion, this awareness, this meditation today. So you may take a few moments and just sense what naturally comes to the consciousness. Some difficult situation, some place where you might fall into not liking the self. You might get caught in fear or a sense of grief, anger, hurt. Whatever you sense wants your attention, and we can bring self-compassion to those areas. This might be a situation in your life that involves another person, a conflict. Maybe a situation at work, or maybe it's something to do with health. As you let yourself settle in, just breathe. This is an invitation to actually let the story be there. So let it lie at the front or the center or behind your attention. Let the triggers rise. Hear the conversations or the words that might set you off. And if it's something you're anticipating is going to happen, you might let yourself see that in your mind's eye. In other words, as if you're running a movie of this story in your mind. And you are able to stop or start this movie. You can stop it at the frame that most upsets or triggers you. And when you get there, freeze the frame and begin rain with just recognizing it, raining down that recognition. Honestly acknowledging that it is part of your life. And see if this pause right now can be part of just allowing it to be there. A willingness not to try to get rid of anything or change anything right now. The beginning of rain is just recognizing and agreeing to be with. Just letting something be. So for now, play the movie and recognize and allow what's there. And then with the quality of interest and kindness, we begin to investigate. You might sense first really what has triggered you. What's going on inside me right now? Perhaps you're noting an emotion, or maybe you have a swirl of thoughts in your mind. Just notice it and recognize it and allow it. As you recognize what it's like inside, if it's helpful for you to have your hand on your heart as a way of reminding yourself of this investigating with kindness. I'll make some suggestions on how you might investigate, but feel free to go down whatever track feels most alive for you. Or some people, right from the start, just sensing, what am I believing? What am I believing when this is going on? Am I believing that this means I'm good or bad? Am I believing that I'm failing or not being good enough? Am I believing my life will never work out the way I want it to be? Am I believing another person doesn't care about me? Am I believing I'm unlovable? These are just some core beliefs that are often there, but not to dig on the beliefs, because that's going into the mind. We just want to sense if one's there. Going right into the body and sensing, is that how my body feels? Does my body feel alive with these memories or tired. And just scan through, feeling the throat, the chest, the belly. Those are the most common areas where we can feel that sense of our experience. Sensing the worst parts of this. What are you really afraid of? Letting that sense of what's the worst part left. Sometimes letting the facial expressions come through. If you're feeling anger or sadness or whatever, just let your face express it. And then come back and feel it more fully in the body again. Can you sense the most reactive part of you? Where you felt that sense the strongest, where it lives in your body? Let's see if it's possible to go right inside the part that's most reactive, most hurt, most afraid, most angry, and look at the world through its eyes. Can you sense the shape of that part of you? Can you feel it from the inside out? Do you know what that part is most wanting? What is that part most needing? Sometimes that part, that energy, will say it in words. And if they're words, you might hear the words a few times around. Or it might be an image or just a sense. Sense the possibility of widening out your attention again, so that you're floating larger than just that little part, so that you're occupying as much space as you can imagine. If you could now listen to and feel from the highest, most awakened part of you, of your own being, to this small part that is suffering. What does this part need? What does this part want? For some, you might change and soften and bring that compassion in now Ensure that your touch and your own heart is tender and light. You might place your hands on your heart or your belly. And what are the words or the touch or the message or the image that will most meet the needs and wants of this part of you? What would give the most healing and freeing energy to this part of you? You may want to repeat after me. I care about this suffering. I am sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. Experiment seeing what can be offered through touch, through word, through image. And if it's difficult to sense yourself offering from your higher self to this part, imagine that behind and around you is the awakened heart-mind. Of the universal energy. Some being what you truly trust. A mother, a grandmother, a father, a grandfather, a child. But something that is pure, wise, compassionate. A being that senses what might be able to be offered and is able to express this and able to help you with this healing. So break your heart no longer. Each time you judge yourself, you break your heart. You pull away from the love that is springing up, that is pouring into the cup of vitality. But now the time has come, your time to live and trust the goodness that is in you. Your pure essence, your true essence of awareness, aliveness, and love. Let no one, no idea or ideal obscure this truth from you. If negative thoughts or naysayers come, forgive them, for it is unknowing. Just let go and breathe into the goodness that is you. Exploring what it means to truly offer a loving presence to the life within you. Imagine it as an embrace, as if you're holding a child and bathing in light and warmth. Whatever can connect you to that sense of cherishing this life right here, right now. As you sense this loving presence holding the life within, you might explore or investigate. Who am I in this moment? Who am I in this moment where there's love holding on? And then just rest. There's a natural widening that unfolds when we open our hearts to compassion. This is a beautiful opportunity to bring healing energy and your consciousness to yourself and to those you care about. In the same way you thought about the situation, you brought awareness to it, you investigated it, and then you brought natural love to it. You too can recognize this and acknowledge this for another person, sending them love. As you breathe for this person, bringing awareness to their pain, investigating their pain, and just touching the suffering, sensing what this person most needs, most wants. What is the very core of that suffering? And what's the understanding or the experience? Perhaps to be loved, to be seen, to feel held. Just continue to breathe for this person. And sense them in your heart. Maybe you could offer wisdom or love or presence that's most needed. I'm widening this practice for self-compassion out even further. You can sense that you're breathing for all beings that are struggling. And allow yourself and all those in the room, in your thoughts, and all beings everywhere, breathe in and let yourself be touched by the truth, and breathe out and sense that the suffering is held in boundless presence and a boundless space of compassion. Relaxing any focus on the in-breath or the out-breath, or any concept or ideas. Just sensing that you can merge with that vastness. That space of compassionate presence in your own heart is never ending. Resting in this and in these moments of silence, letting whatever arises with the heart of compassion. There is a place in the heart where everything meets. Go there if you want to find me. Mind, senses, soul, eternity, all are there. Are you there? Enter the vastness that is the heart and give yourself to it with total abandonment. Quiet ecstasy is there, and a steady, regal sense of resting in a perfect spot. Once you know the way, the nature of attention will call you to return again and again, and be saturated with knowing, I belong here, I am home here. Namaste.